Greetings friends, Steven here. Welcome to episode 14 of Gamer Hall, my very own YouTube video game pickup series. So for today's backdrop item, we've got the latest issue of the Mega Man comic book. Looks like we're up to issue 22 here. It's a pretty good comic. It's not great, but you know, it's worth buying, I guess. Worth checking out if you are a fan of Mega Man. That's the original Mega Man, not Mega Man X or any of the other bizarre renditions they've done since then. Yeah, it's okay. So I haven't done one of these pickup videos in a while. Really, I haven't bought a whole lot of game stuff, but I've got a pretty interesting collection of items here today. So let's get started. First one I just picked up today actually is Super Off-Road by Trade West. This is for the Super Nintendo. I think this actually might be one of the launch titles, or pretty far back, but it's a very fun game. It's kind of a top-down racing game, kind of like Micro Machines or maybe Super Sprint. One thing I thought was kind of neat is the truck on the cover here has a Toyota badge on his grill. Thought that was a nice touch. Despite the $10 price tag, I actually got this for $5, so that's pretty good. It's in fine shape. The sticker on the front here is really... I'm not seeing any scratches or anything on it. It's pretty much mint. So that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to follow that up with a pretty interesting find. I was not expecting this. It's, what is this? Dragon Ball Z Super Butoden 3. This is for the Super Famicom, which is of course the original Japanese version of the Super Nintendo over there. And yeah, it's an interesting game. It's kind of well, I guess it's like I want to say a Street Fighter sort of game, as in the side-scrolling fighting game. Although flying and dashing is very much a theme of the game, as is fireballs from great distances. So it's a pretty neat title. Got this for, I guess, yeah, I think I got these both for like 25, taxes included. So that's a pretty decent deal. I don't think I've ever even seen this for sale anywhere before today, so I'm definitely glad to have this. It's definitely a neat game if you can find it. Of course, Dragon Ball Z, this is around the Majin Buu saga, so we've got Buu in the back there, and Trunks, and Goten. So yeah, pretty neat game. Next up, I'm going to follow that up with the game I picked up. I was pretty surprised to find this actually. It was Castlevania Bloodlines for the Genesis. And I'm debating about this, but this actually might be my favorite Genesis game, and for some absurd reason I didn't actually own the game, but now I do. I think I don't even remember where I played it last. It might have been on the Sega channel back in the day, but it's a very cool game. Just get a quick look at the pictures there. Definitely one of the prettiest Genesis games. Your little blood red moon there, or a sunset with the reflections on the water. Very cool. And as you can see, it does have the game, of course, and the instructions. So it's, I guess, complete in box, you could say. And my little sticker there, I bought it for $30. Yeah, it's pretty good. So you could say maybe 15 for the game, and then 15. Well, we'll say $20 for the game, and then 10 for the box and instructions. I guess that sounds about right. So, Castlevania Bloodlines, very cool. Brought down from $40. So I'll leave that over there. And next up, I don't even know why I was looking at the PSP section, but I was, and I picked up Namco Museum Battle Collection, over 20 arcade classics, once again, for the PSP, a system I haven't even used in maybe over a year now, but I mean, it was $2.99. And got a pretty good collection of games here, featuring among others Pac-Man, Rally X, Dig Dug 2, Rolling Thunder, Galaga, and Dig Dug, and many more. One thing I thought was interesting is one of these UMD cases where it's missing the stickers on the front, and it's just, like normally it'd say PSP or something here, but it's not showing that. I've actually had an issue with these not running on my PSP in the past. So we'll give it a shot. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I can always exchange it or just resell it or whatever, or even just keep it, because let's be real here, I'm probably not even gonna test this out anytime soon. But once again, everything is pretty much in mint condition, so for $3, pretty decent deal, I think. Alright, now I'm gonna follow it up with something a little bit different. This here is a tiny PacMan Arcade machine. Now these would actually have candy in them. I think this bottom part opens up. Yeah, candy is pretty horrible, but the tin itself is very cool. And today I found the second tin for Space Invaders, of course, and I've got 2 of them. So these are pretty neat. Nothing on the back. But yeah, just a fun little collectible thing. So I've got 2 of these now. Hopefully I'll be able to find more of these as they're released in the future. And something from my Skylander bros out there. I was able to track down the most recent giants. We've got Brawl, of course, and Thumpback. Thumpback is most likely the one giant that people wanted the most. He's a frickin' whale. I mean, how cool is that? His purple gauntlet type things here glow when he's on the portal. So that's pretty cool. This is actually, I think, the best giant as far as the game is concerned. His anchor and chain here. It's kind of like Kratos' blades in God of War. So it's got pretty good reach. He also does these amusing belly flop things where he just sort of flies along the ground, or just a big ass chomp with the mouth here. And then there's Brawl, who's he's okay. He's definitely more of a puncher than he's got this other attack where his eye, which has these bat wings on the back, he can fly around and shoot eye lasers. But unfortunately, when you do that, it leaves your body open for attack, which is kind of a setback. So as long as you keep him punching and keep the eye on the base, you're pretty much set. So that's almost it. I might as well. I've got the 3DS here as well. I might as well show a couple quick games I picked up here. Of course, you got your Fire Emblem. It's a game that I know the Americans out there are having a tough time finding. I got it. It is worth the wait. I wouldn't suggest getting it on the eShop just because, I mean, the eShop right now, if you buy it there, it's the same price as, of course, the cartridge or the game pack, whatever you call it. And it's just not as good of a deal. Like, just wait for it to be stocked. That's my advice. And what else would I buy, if anything, here? Got Ika-chan. I was tempted to do a review for this as a separate YouTube upload. If you would like to see that, let me know in the comments. I picked up Mega Man 2 in the Virtual Console. Definitely worth the purchase. I think that was $5. And I believe this one was $5 as well. This one is not so much worth the purchase, but you can't go wrong with Mega Man 2. Oh yeah, and I also got Kirby's Pinball Land. That's the original Game Boy version. Very fun game, definitely worth the purchase there. I think that one was $4. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So dudes, thanks once again for your watching. Feel free to check out any of the other videos I've uploaded to my channel here, and stay tuned for a new live event I'll be going to a week from now, which is my local anime convention. I admit I'm not the biggest anime fan, but there should be some fun footage nonetheless. So look forward to that, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night.